everyone, Senraikai here. Today I'm going to be watching the third episode of Honzuki no Gekokujou. In last episode, we had a lot of talks centering around mine. We had some talks of like adopting, some talks about the Royal Academy enlisting, and just talks about the Ink Guild that's up to no good, trying to get mine. So a lot of things to be kind of worried about. The anxiety-filled episode, kind of you could call it, especially because we had a little bit of like mine flaring up with her thing, right? So there's a lot of stuff to take in with that episode. But we're here for this episode, so let's jump on in and see how things go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, pretty much recapping what we got last episode. Because you guys suck. Wouldn't you like to know? An opening? Yeah, opening. Yeah, I'm recording a little bit late at night, so I'm a little bit tired, but should be fine. It's right, I wasn't yawning until I started recording. That's how it always goes. Still my favorite part of the opening, probably. Dedication ceremony and spring arrives. Yes, quite clearly spring. There's a lot of snow. Is this good Pegasus flying weather? Okay. Meet the gang. Wasting no time asking the important questions. She clearly really likes her own hair. Well, that's good. Now it's just the two of us. Well, they literally physically can't look down on you, so. Wow, that was cute. Well, just bring a jacket. I mean, that works. Just bring the books to her. It's good to hear. Uh. Life just isn't fair, is it? You okay, mine? You kind of sound like you're breathing heavily there. I mean, mine's already short enough. Does she really have to kneel? Well, nice to see you too. It's not really. I was being sarcastic. It's a good question. Okay. Doesn't seem too hard. Ooh, fancy gold. These freaking names, man. I swear they're just making up words. Like they're just hitting buttons on the keyboard hoping for the best. Pretty cool looking ceremony, though. Just sparkly, flowy magic into the holy grails. You know, kind of like wine. Apparently not. Yeah, it's how it goes sometimes. You interrupt us? The nerve. You were until you came in. You brought a sack of potatoes? I am hungry, but I'm a little bit nervous about what he's here for. May I borrow a cup of mana? Yes, that is what I'm saying. Can you go away now? Mine, don't contradict me. would have been happy with a bag of potatoes. Giving her more work to do. It's like the opposite of Santa. I'll take your word for it. Good idea. Of course. Okay, yeah, we filled a lot of them. Looks delicious, honestly. Yeah, so just get used to it, buddy. Okay, we got the completed products, it looks like. It looks good to me, but I can't really tell. Like playing with blocks. You think you do good? Waiting for a response, you know. Okay. Mine approved. I'm sure he's honored. Guten Morgen. Yeah, Lutz. Don't you get that? Gutenberg's for everyone. Oh no, okay. Well, that means she looks happy. I guess it's fine. Uh, I mean, she doesn't have much room. She doesn't fall very far, is what I'm trying to say. So she should be fine. We do have some flowers, so guessing like spring is, yeah, coming. As she says with the biggest smile she can muster. God, don't shake your head. Didn't you see her smile? You ruined it. Huh, that's something. I mean, I would assume so. I wish I could read that. Yeah, she's not allowed to stay happy very long, is she? I feel like that is kind of a theme of the show. Uh, yeah, you really don't want her to get kidnapped, I assume. Treating her like a mana battery. Right. He would be, yeah. We definitely need mine. Not gonna give her up to anybody. Oh, we're talking about this now. Uh, he's obviously not gonna be happy about that one. It's a good argument, though. Hopefully this discussion doesn't come to blows. Yeah, that was also a thing. Oh, what great choices. Man, that's gotta be a real tough pill to swallow. Because, I mean, you can't really argue against that. Truly our informants. Well, we got the mother's consent. Yeah. Is that a yes? Oh, God, my heart. Uh, Where did we lose mine? And she's tiny. She could be literally anywhere. Check the drawers and stuff. I feel like how she was looking for in a box. Makes sense. You figured that out, did you? Don't we all? Oh, what was me? You got told, didn't you? That's a word. You better not. Very important shot of the boxes, I see. I mean, it's usually a fair assumption. If it's medicine, it's okay to take it even if it doesn't taste great. It's kind of the idea. Ooh, that's shiny. Can I have one? And it looks great on her, as expected. Okay. And you. Yeah, I don't think he looks familiar. Not starting off very good first impression, buddy. What? Now that sounds like harassment. Who he for me? Uh, so yeah, he's gotta be somebody we have to deal with. EDs inherently kind of make me sleepy though, so. Spring prayer. I'm sure he can't wait. It's true. Okay. I mean, not a bad idea. Kind of like a private tracker. Ooh, we actually have the metal letter thingies in our end card here. This actually does look quite nice. So, yeah, that was the 29th. No, it's wrong number. It's the third episode of the third season of Honzuki no Gekokujou. I believe is the name of the show. Anyway, this episode, where do we start? So, obviously, still it's quite snowy. You know, spring hadn't quite arrived at the beginning of the episode, despite spring being in the name of the episode. But it did seem much more spring-like by the end of it. We saw flowers and whatnot. I think we saw less snow as well. But yeah, a big thing in this episode is that we do have like a new bodyguard essentially for mine. Is you get to kind of like drag him around and introduce him to everyone, the whole gang. And we have Delia, whatever her name is, the redhead girl. You know, she asks her first question is like about his nobility level and all that. So she knows how to treat him, you know. And of course, that's what she does. But he gave her a less than satisfactory answer, and you know, she kind of like didn't care much to speak anymore after that, you know, of course. But we got all the introductions out of the way. We have also the event, what they call it, the spring something or other. We like flow mana into the cups, right? It's some kind of conversion from like mine sparkles into a delicious looking liquid that fills the cups, right? That's what we do there. And the whole setup looks quite nice, you know, the multiple like gold chalices and all that. You know, it's all great until, you know, a guy with a beard shows up with a bag full of extra work to do. That was unfortunate. But yeah, I don't care for that man one bit. I never have. But we did have the metal letter thingy completed, and it did seem like mine was pretty satisfied with the end product. You know, Gutenberg titles being thrown around, you know, in celebration, which is all good. I do enjoy seeing mine get excited and happy because, as we've seen in the show, there's a lot of reasons for her to not be happy, right? A lot of depressing aspects to her life. You know, she gets bad news a lot of the time, and you know, just in general is obviously weak and sickly, and deals with has to deal with her overall mana flowing, and a whole bunch of new issues kind of like branch off from that as a root, if that makes sense, right? Talking about adoption and all that, but yeah, the adoption thing was talked about again this episode, basically letting the parents know about that whole situation. He does his best to let them know in a pretty straightforward manner, but it's not good news. They're really not happy to hear it. The father in particular not making any secret at all that he's not happy about what he's hearing. But the mother was fairly quick to accept it as, you know, being the way to go, right? Because given the options, which we weren't really given very good options, it's the best way to go, and as horrible of an option as it is, but just like the moment when mine said that she like didn't want to turn 10 or whatever, that like really stabbed right through my heart. I gotta be honest, that was the closest to tearing up I got in the episode, for sure. But also we learned the importance of casting rot. The guy got a bit of a lesson in that one. That was his sin, apparently. But also, we met a new character near the very end of the episode. Did we get his name? I think we did. There was Karsta did, and then there was him. I assume we got his name. I'm watching it now to see. Maybe we didn't. He just like rushes in there and calls her small as like the very first thing he says to her. Like, how terrible can your manners be where you think that's the first thing to say? No, like, hello, nice to meet you. How are you today? Nice weather we're having. No, just you're small. You know, pooh for me. Like, just at least we got a cute pouty face out of it from mine, so I guess it's almost worth it. But the guy was just very rude, though. Regardless, like mine was in partial disbelief on some of the things he was saying there. Like excuse me, can you repeat that for me real quick? I don't think I quite heard it, you know. So I could see some like headbutting between those two, judging by how their dynamic started here. But so yeah, that's an interesting teaser for next episode, seeing how those two deal with each other. But yeah, I think that's about all I really wanted to say on the episode. Things are definitely continuing to progress, for sure, and it'll be interesting to see how things progress in the future. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.